Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I have my April TBR pile for you. So I know this pile looks a little insane, but there is a reason that it's a little insane. The first book that I'm planning to read in April is Tor Tall, A Spy's Guide. So basically, this is a companion novel to the whole entire Tor Tall saga. So this is, well, basically a spy's guide to Tor Tall. So this is a collection of notes, letters, book pages, and a whole bunch of other, like, there's drawings and all sorts of really cool side information from all of the Tor Tall books. So letters from different characters to other characters. So, and it's kind of written in the style of like an old book. There's drawings and character sheets, all sorts of really cool like side information and letters and all sorts of really cool little bits and pieces of information that didn't make it into the original books, as well as there's an official timeline in the back of this book for all of the entire Tor Tall saga, and I'm just really super like nerded out excited. This is probably what I'm most excited about this month. So the next book that I'm planning to read in April is Flame in the Dark. So this is the third book in the Soulwood series. So the Soulwood series is a spin-off of the Jane Yellowrock series, and I love both of them dearly. So this book follows Nell Ingram. So she's the main character in the Soulwood series, and Nell has these weird powers where she can draw on the earth and the earth responds to her, so kind of does her bidding, and it's really, really cool. But she doesn't know what she is. She doesn't know where her powers come from other than that she's had them since she was a child. Nell works for a paranormal division of Homeland Security, and basically her and her team have to go on this mission to find this assassin who tried to assassinate a state senator. So this assassin isn't quite human. So this is going to be a really, really interesting book to read and I really do love this series. These books are really interesting and they really expanded on the Jane Yellowrock world, so I can't wait to get into this one this month. The next book that I'm planning to read this month, I'm really, really excited about. I've been wanting to read it for a while, and it is The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. So this is basically a collection of fairy tales that would have been told to the characters in the Grishaverse when they were children. And I've heard so many good things about this, and you guys probably saw this book in my Christmas haul video. This book is just beautiful. So the writing is it alternates between red and blue ink, and there's all sorts of really beautiful designs on the edges of the pages and beautiful illustrations. And I'm really excited to get into this book and see what kind of fairy tales would have been told to some of my favorite characters. There's some more beautiful pictures. This book is absolutely beautiful, and this one is a signed copy, so that one I'm really, really happy about. So this one should be a really good read this month. So the next book that I'm planning to read in April is It Devours. So this is the second Welcome to Night Vale novel, and I love the first one, and these are independent stories, or these are stories independent of the podcast, but will be tied back into the podcast at some point. And this book is beautiful. First off, it's yellow, and it has beautiful sprayed purple edges. Also, it's got some really awesome end pages. So this Welcome to Night Vale novel follows Nilanjana and Daryl. So Nilanjana is a scientist who works for Carlos, and Carlos gives her this mission to investigate this rumbling sound out in the desert wasteland outside of Night Vale. And basically that leads her to the Congregation of the Smiling God, and also to Daryl, who she may or may not be developing feelings for, and there may or may not be some evil plot that the Joyous Congregation of the Smiling God is trying to bring down upon Night Vale, so that's always fun. This one should be really interesting. I love the way that these guys write, and I love the podcast so much, and I've been eagerly awaiting to read this. Somehow it has just worked its way towards the bottom of my TBR list, so I'm finally getting to it this month, and I'm super happy with it. If you guys haven't tried Welcome to Night Vale, you definitely should, because it's worth it. It's strange and creepy and just all around wonderful. That's all I can say. Like, seriously, Night Vale is the creepy weirdness that you didn't know that you needed in your life. And the Welcome to Night Vale books are seriously amazing. So the next book that I am planning to read in April is The Queen's Rising. So this one came in my March bookish box. So basically this follows Brianna as she chooses what kind of magic or a passion to follow, and somehow she ends up in the middle of a rebellion, and I'm so here for it. Also, this cover is absolutely gorgeous. So this one, I don't know too much about it. I really don't want to know too much about it going into it because it looks really good and I don't want to spoil myself for it, so I'm really looking forward to this one. So the last 3 books in my TBR for April is the Becca Cooper trilogy. So these are set in Tor Tall. So this set of books is actually set 200 years before the Song of the Lioness Quartet. So these are kind of a prequel series featuring a brand new character, Becca Cooper. So Becca Cooper is actually George Cooper's ancestor, which is really cool because you kind of get to learn where George's family came from. So Becca Cooper is basically becoming a provost dog, which the provost dogs are basically a police department. They make sure that the town is running the way it should be and they go after criminals. So basically they are a police department, and these books are basically a police procedural set in one of my favorite kingdoms of all time, and it's a high fantasy police department basically, which is really cool if you think about it. So these books I'm actually planning to read on a road trip at the end of this month down to Disneyland and then to Vegas, so I will definitely be needing some big books to keep me company on our road trip. So these are probably going to keep me really entertained at the end of this month, so I'm really looking forward to reading these. These are some of my favorites, and I've only read them once, so this will be my first reread of the series. That should be really fun, especially on a road trip. Alright, so this is everything that I'm planning to read in April. Let me know what you guys are planning to read down below. And if you guys ever go on road trips, do you guys take books with you, or do you take like ebooks or audiobooks? Let me know. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. You can also hit the notification button to get notifications when I post a new video. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you guys want to follow me on social media, check out the links in the description box. Alrighty, bye guys!